What up, y'all? Welcome back to Blacktop 5. Y'all already know who I am, and I'm here today again with my old buddy Rag. What's up, bud? How you doing?
Always with the old stuff, just because I got a pet dinosaur at one point doesn't mean I'm that old, okay?
Yeah, okay. Just because we're there when dirt was invented doesn't make you old. But yeah, all right, all
Hey,
right.
it was and still is my favorite toy, okay? Sticks, rocks, and dirt. That's all there is to it. It's all you need in
That's all
life.
you need. So you don't know nothing. These kids don't know nothing. They don't know
No, they don't.
nothing. All right. But appreciate you, bro. And today, given the season and time of year, we got a real fun list. And given the fact that we're from two different parts of the country, I feel like this one's going to be fun. And it's midsummer. We got barbecue side dishes. Side dishes you'll find at a barbecue. Top five. I think this is going to be good. Let's get rolling right on into it, right? Come on. Come on. Hit me with something
Uh,
that I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure you know it. Everybody knows it. To me, it should be. If it's not, it should be a staple at just about every barbecue across the country. There's so many different variations of it, and honestly, I haven't found a variation that I don't like. It can be sweet, it can be spicy, it can just have a nice savoriness to it, and that's going to be baked beans. I mean, really,
Oh.
you can't go wrong with just a big spoonful of baked beans. And like I said, there's so many different variations of it. It doesn't matter which household you go to. Honestly, with every barbecue I've ever been to, I don't think
Bro.
I've ever been to where I've had the same style of baked beans. Uh, Preferably completely from scratch, cook your beans, everything else. But I mean, I've had people use canned ranch style beans, not my favorite bean in the world based on the flavor, but it turns into a pretty good baked bean at the end.
Man,
And it's just, it to me, amazing. Uh, as
funny.
is, I've seen people throw mustard on top of their baked beans.
Hmm.
To each their own.
Yeah,
I'm a mustard fan, just not in my baked beans.
I feel you. Yeah. So I'm just gonna let you know right off top. We started this list off with the same. No, number
Oh,
five.
wow.
Number five for me also baked beans. I just wanted to let you go though. I don't want to baked beans, bro. Like you said, I my personal favorite baked bean because he's like you said, everyone's got their own. There's a different one. I love like a good maple bacon baked bean. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love maple flavor in bacon. It's amazing. So that's my personal favorite. But then again, whatever kind of baked bean you have there, I'm gonna try it, and I'm pretty much guaranteed to like it. So
More than likely going to eat it regardless of what it is.
facts though, facts. So dang, that's
But yeah,
funny.
a good maple bacon. Maybe if you
Hmm.
throw a little bourbon in there with it too.
Hey, hey, you can't go wrong throwing a little bourbon in there. You can't go
No,
wrong throwing it in there. But that, dude, that's funny. Shoot, yeah, number five. We already got both number fives knocked out. I
right off
love
the
it.
bat.
I love it. I was going to let you go because you pretty much knocked out everything I needed to say. I just wanted to throw my favorite one in there. And so, shit, just keep rolling, bro. Let me go. I'm going to sit here and listen again here. Number four. What you got, bro?
All right. So number four for me is another staple, and it's not anyway. It's not always just a barbecue side for me. This is a side that even at a restaurant, going out and getting it as a side, I thoroughly enjoy. And sometimes it's chunky, sometimes it's creamy, sometimes it's right there in between, and that's going to be a potato salad.
Ah,
And it's another one of those
ugh.
baked bean scenarios. Everybody's going to have a different take on it.
Ooh.
I prefer a creamier, almost mid-range potato salad that's tangy, get the mustard, get the pickle in it, and it just has that little bite to it. And for me, it's just that's all you really need. Throw a little pepper on top of it,
Feel ya.
and you're good to go. Be it
Hey.
warm, be it cold,
Ooh.
either way, I'm there for potato salad.
See, I knew we were gonna have one of these. This is one of the first ones on anyone's list that I just don't like. I don't like potato salad or any of those egg salad, any of those salads. I don't like them. I've tried them. I don't like them. And it's because of the main ingredient of most of them, mayonnaise. Don't like them.
See, that's so with the way that they're made for me, or the way that I make them, is the mayo is just a very little bit in there because
Okay.
I'm not a huge mayo fan myself.
Okay, so maybe I'll try yours
And
someday. We'll see how it
the
goes.
mayo is more along the lines of just to get things creaming up a little bit. Other than that, the mustard, I mean, yeah, it's dump a little pickle juice in there, dice up some pickles real small, throw them in there with it, seasonings, and you're good to go.
All right. Well, maybe I'll
Make
try
some sour
yours.
cream.
Maybe I'll try yours someday. I'll try it, or maybe I'll make out yours with a real light mayo and give it a shot because that's just a personal thing. I'm not knocking anyone about it. A lot of people say I'm weird. I just don't like mayonnaise at all, like at all.
I,
So it's just
I feel you.
so. But on to my number four here, since we don't have the same one this time. Clearly, um, my number four is it's almost not even it's any meal. Almost doesn't have to be a barbecue, but like I had to throw it on there. Doesn't matter what kind of meal. Honestly, just honestly bread, bits of butter, rolls, whatever you're serving at the time. Whatever you got. Because you know what? I'm going to get some of the sauce on there and dab it up in the bread. I'm going to maybe put a little meat on it if I got a barbecue. Like, it may not sound like a side dish, but, it's just patented any meal. Some bread and butter, rolls.
Yeah, and absolutely respect it. Like you said, you can sit there and have that slice of bread with some butter, throw a little slab of meat on there, and bam, you got yourself a little fold over sandwich good to go.
Boom, boom,
And you just keep going.
go. So,
Yeah,
no,
bread is definitely a staple just about anywhere you go.
it's almost a cheat. It's almost kind of a cheat one, just maybe in a way, but it's so versatile. I don't know, because it's so good. It's just simple, but you can use it
Hmm.
any meal. So yeah,
Absolutely.
let's keep it. We can keep it on rolling though too, because that's just it's a simple one for me to explain that one. Let's go on number three, bro. What you got?
So number three for me is another one of those. Doesn't necessarily have to be at a barbecue, but it's always there, always.
Okay.
But with my family, it's just about at any little get together that we have. Pretty simple, straightforward. Can be turned into something elegant, or it can be just a sloppy little handful of something that is just amazing, and that's going to be a deviled egg.
Oh, alright.
Okay, and it goes along with my potato salad. I like that the tanginess because I've had some sweet deviled eggs, and um, I may or may not have thrown what was left of the bite across the room into the trash can. But there's just things that should not have a sweetness to them, and that's a deviled egg.
Okay. I respect
But I
that.
mean, I can sit there and eat a dozen or maybe 2 dozen deviled eggs in one sitting and
Yeah,
make myself sick in the
I need to
process.
put
But
you. You have some outlandish claims to food, and on one of these days, we're gonna somehow figure out a way. You've claimed to be able to eat a lot of things, and we're gonna have to put these to the test one of these days, bro. That's a lot, bro.
hey, I'm
24.
down. So
You said
we
two
can go to
dozen,
a
bro. That's a
two
lot.
dozen. Okay, a deviled egg is half of an egg, so
I
it's
feel
really
you.
only a
So it
dozen
doesn't.
eggs.
All right, I get it.
And I
Still,
mean, and I could sit back and I can put away 6 or 8 fried eggs to begin with in one sitting, but that usually also has bacon and sausage with it, and sometimes a waffle, depending on where I'm at.
you talking about breakfast, bro? We're not talking about breakfast right now, okay? Come on, save that.
Gotcha.
Is this your breakfast list? Are you confused? Come on, old man. No, I'm just
Oh no. Well, you
kidding.
know what? It's that old age getting to me. I get forgetful sometimes.
Just giving you a hard time. But I see. I wouldn't have thought about that one on my list because that's one where I haven't really been to many cookouts, barbecues, however you want to, think about it, with deviled eggs. So, I like it.
Like I said, it's a staple with. It might honestly just be a bigger Southern thing than it is because it's
Yeah,
just every
maybe
family event that I go to, they're there. Uh, go to a friend's event or cookout or whatever it may be, and they're
still
there.
there. See,
Yeah,
see.
and they usually go pretty quick.
Maybe I get there too late. I don't know. But okay, I like it. So for me, my number three, uh, this also can be made a bunch of different ways. People have different things they like on it, but for me, I love number three is a good old grilled ear of corn on the cob. Bro. Some grilled corn on the cob with some butter, some salt, pepper, maybe a little Parmesan with cheese on it or something, and just arr, I love corn on the cob, bro. Just, mm-hmm.
I'm actually a little upset right now because
Oh,
that really should have been on mine too. Because you're right, a good
love good old
corn
corn
on
on
the
the cob.
cob off the grill,
Mm-hmm.
roll that thing in some butter, a little salt, pepper, like you said, maybe some Parmesan across
Whatever
the
you're
top of
feeling,
it, and yeah,
that's so good.
simple, elegant, and just beautiful.
You,
It's a wonderful thing.
it's that's the great thing about it. Maybe it's the simplicity. You just take it, shucks, whatever you want to call them, husks. Sorry, husks, and all. Toss that on the grill. Just yeah, get
You
nice little
just
grill
yeah,
marks on it. Some grill marks on it. Flip it, let them out, open, bam. They're free to do with what you wish. You don't even have to add too much to them, honestly. Usually the corn, if you got a good ear, you can just eat that right off and it's going to be pretty solid. Now, with butter and salt, pepper, and some cheese and stuff on top, I'm going to just takes it to another level. I recommend
well,
that.
yeah. And I mean, then you have the different variations of it. You can
So
do just a
many.
standard yellow corn,
Yeah.
and you have the white corn or the
Mm-hmm.
sweet corn, and it's just
Mm-hmm.
why is corn so good in so many different ways?
Amen. Amen. I don't know, but it's delicious. And I love the different
It,
cultures. Most different cultures have their own take on it too. You know, and
oh yeah, I've
and
had the just the grilled corn like that, but I've had it with base almost like an elote situation where they
exactly.
throw
Yep. Yeah, that's
just a
what I
little bit of
was.
light mayo on there, brush it on, throw some
Stuff like that.
crumbled cheese on there, a little sauce on it, a little hot sauce, and just eat it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with you, thinking about it right now, my mouth is watering.
Yeah.
So
So we gonna have to wrap up the
that,
list.
that
No, the list is over. We're gonna get
that
food. No.
right, that is actually a solid, way more solid choice than I initially gave it credit for because
See.
that's wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
All
got
right.
one. I got one on you. Let's get it.
Yes, you did.
I got it. Let's go. Well, I still got two more here left to go though, bro. So
Like,
let's get it.
all right, let's get on to this one
Let's
here.
get it.
See, so my number two is going to be something that you're going to appreciate
Ooh.
because it's just it has to be done right. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even have to be done right as long as it's just done decently. The creaminess of this one, gooey, maybe having a little crunch across the top of it. Uh, the different amount of add-ons you can actually throw into it just to elevate it from what it starts out as, and that's going to be a really gooey mac and cheese.
I love mac and cheese, man. It's a great call. It's a
It,
great call. It's a great call on your
oh,
part.
yeah, did you?
Yeah.
I mean, then you do the baked mac and cheese, and you throw the breadcrumbs across the
Breadcrumbs.
top of it, and they crisp up, and you just,
If you're at, like
uh,
if you're at the queue, just put it on the grill. Put some foil over it. Toss it on the grill. Get that nice, and then take the foil off to get that nice crust.
oh,
Ooh,
absolutely, and then
like
they're smoking mac and cheese as
smoking.
well.
That's a
And that adds a whole nother flavor to it, a whole new depth, and it's still amazing.
day. I'm with you. That's the thing. Like you said, there's a lot of versatility in mac and cheese. You can do almost anything with it, bro. So I'm as a Wisconsin boy, I appreciate that one. And you're right. So very, that's a
Little
great call.
cheesehead.
Well, they call us cheeseheads for a different reason. Usually they're referring to Packers. And for me, it's just literal. Just my head is like a block
Well,
of just a
yeah.
block of cheese. That's just what it is. um, my number. Also, my number two. I think I don't know. I think you'll appreciate it. I think you will. Is there's a lot of different varieties, but this one I put specifically on my number two. I don't hate on any of the different varieties, but I love a good loaded mashed potato.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Like with some bacon, sour cream, some chives in there, some cheese. I love a good loaded mashed potato.
Throw some garlic in there with it.
Oh please, yeah, please don't skimp on the seasoning and the garlic and stuff. Please don't skimp. Anybody, let's just go with uh, this with anything. Don't skimp on the seasoning. Treat yourself.
I mean, I measured. If I'm cooking, I always measure garlic with my heart.
Exactly,
It's like, you know what? One more, three more cloves.
exactly. You look at it, you look at what you're making. You're like, no, I need like three more cloves for sure. There's a recipe says three, but that's just no. I need like six or something. Like put some feel in it. Use the recipe and then build some feel off of it. But that's like a cooking channel.
Hmm.
That's like a cooking spiel right there. Yeah, but loaded mashed potato, love them. It's got everything. There's nothing that I don't feel like you shouldn't like or dislike anything in a loaded mashed potato. It's potato, it's cheese, it's bacon, maybe a little green onion or chive, or both, or
Sour,
whatever.
mix some sour
Yeah,
cream
some
in
sour
there with
cream
it.
in there with it. I'm in heaven.
Definitely. And then some more cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to tell me twice.
Well, I automatically assume that whatever amount of cheese I'm going to put into something, you're probably going to double it anyways.
Yeah, or
So,
probably.
if I put a pound of cheese
I'll
on something,
eyeball
I
it.
can almost expect you to throw two in there.
More than likely. Or I'll look at it. Maybe you'll be showing them proper respect. I'll be like, okay, and he knew I was gonna add a ton, so he added a ton. Man, a boy. But
Greg, why do you have 6 pounds of cheese over here? Because I knew you were coming.
well, I told you. I yelled at you one time for not having cheese on at all in your house or apartment, and now from now you seem to have cheese more often now, and I'm very proud
I
of you
do,
for
I
that.
do. I
Very,
took that I
very
took that
proud of you.
criticism from you and you yelling at me, and I keep cheese on hand at all times now.
Thank you. And
Because like you, I crave cheese. I really do.
see,
And it's an amazing thing. And I want to walk past the fridge, open it up, grab a slice of pepper jack, shove it in my mouth, walk back to the living room. You know?
that's funny. Before we go on, we'll do a cheese list, you and I guess. I think since we both have a huge love for it. But until then, what you got? Number one.
So my
What
number
what
one actually
absolutely
is
has to
going
be there
to
for you to even show you? Like if
correct.
this isn't there, you're not gonna show up.
Oh, so if this isn't there, I don't show kind of situation. Which so okay, and it's a great thing because it's actually going to align with something that you have already said.
Ah,
And if I show up to a barbecue and I don't have this, I'm going to be very upset and might actually leave. And that's going to be bread of just about any
oh,
kind.
at number one. At number
Number
one,
one
I'm not
is going to be
mad.
bread. I go to
Okay,
barbecue. I want
all right.
sliced bread. I want rolls. I mean, let's be honest. Let's go with some cornbread too.
Oh,
Cornbread. It's
that's
a different variation
that's
of
a
a bread, but it's still a bread.
yeah, but you're
And
trying to cheat
and that
though. You're trying to cheat cornbread. It's not different, but it's different.
it is different.
Cheat.
Okay,
I'm not
I,
mad
I'll
at it.
leave that one out, but I am
No,
sticking with the bread
you could throw
and
it
the
in there,
rolls,
but
or maybe even a biscuit.
yeah. Oh, that doesn't have to be sliced bread,
Okay,
biscuit, hoagie bun. Like
just
it can be
right, a
French
Kaiser
bread.
roll, a
Yeah,
sub roll, something. Give me bread.
something.
Okay, I'm about to eat a whole lot,
A lot.
and I'm going to be miserable when I'm done.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need something to sop all this up with because
Oh, that's
if I'm going to a good barbecue, I need a
dude.
juicy brisket or just something that is just going to leave this puddle of greatness
Just
on this plate. And I've got
greatness.
this slice the bread, and I'm just
Soak it.
wiping the plate down, getting everything up. You almost don't even have to wash the plate when I'm done.
Oh no. And if there's enough bread and I've got enough room in my stomach.
Right, exactly. Because the
Oh,
residue or the juices that baked beans
it's
leave behind.
so good
Let's
on
be
bread.
honest there. Or the mac and cheese,
Just get
anything that
it.
it's going to leave behind. I'm getting everything
The
off this
see,
plate.
maybe that's why the bread's number one for you, and maybe that's because it gets to absorb all the other good flavors of what you just eaten, and it gets to
Mm-hmm.
put it with something that's also just really good bread and probably some butter.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
all right, I love it. I love it. My my number one has already been said too, but and I don't think it's like I think it's pretty obvious, honestly. My number one, we talked about cheese so much. There's a reason we talked about cheese so much. My number one, mac and cheese. It's just mac and cheese. If it's not there, I'm not going to be there. I'm not coming. If I do come, I might leave. If you somehow get me there without, I might just be leaving. You know, because there's so many varieties of mac and cheese, like we talked about earlier. Baked, smoked, just creamy on the stove, or just with like if you don't have it there, I don't know if we can be friends. You know, is and make it cheesy. Like I don't care what you do. Just if someone says put 2 cups in there, put four, maybe five. So make sure you have extra milk on deck. Make it the real way too if you can. There's plenty of fun ways to make mac and cheese and plenty of fun ways, but go ahead, make yourself a roux. Get us a nice little sauce. Make a real cheesy mac and cheese, bro. Treat yourself when you're making mac and cheese.
Oh,
Don't.
and you should. And I'll be honest with you, if mac and cheese did not make your list, our friendship might have been over.
Well, I mean, I don't think you have to
Because
worry
I
about
mean,
me leaving a
but
cheese
I didn't
related.
think that we were going to have any problems with it.
No, I don't think you have to worry about me leaving a cheese related item off the list very often. Well, there'll probably be many common things in food related lists that we do for me, and I'm anticipating that common thing to be cheese. Yeah.
Just cheese related in
it'll,
general.
it'll cheese will be on
So,
my list
so
if there's food.
look at this though, because
All right.
you got your corn on the cob, which you thought about throwing cheese on.
Yep.
You got your loaded mashed potatoes. You got cheese there,
Yep.
and then you got mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, your top three all had some variation of
And
cheese
and number
in it or
four
not.
with number four with that bread and butter though, I'm gonna be rubbing it through what's left of that mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Or just putting
So
some
the
mac
only
and cheese
thing
on.
you're not putting cheese in is your baked beans,
Mm-hmm.
which now you might have to try it just to see if it works.
I might. Might as well. A little portion. But baked beans are so
Yeah, I mean,
good
it's
the
just
way they
pull
are.
out something small, sprinkle some, I don't know, with a baked bean. You wouldn't want to go with a real sharp,
I don't know.
maybe a
Maybe a
mild,
mozzarella or something like that would be kind of fun. Nice and melty.
maybe a real mild cheese. It might,
Mild cheddar is
it might
always good
work.
on a lot of things. But I
You
don't know.
might have to try it.
Something for us to try going at the next list. Yeah, we already went into the mac and cheese a bunch because I could rant on mac and cheese though, so we won't cut me off on the cheese.
Yeah, well, I don't think we have 3 hours.
No, we'll cut me off on the cheese related talk for now. And man, I hope obviously some banger lists out here. I'm really hungry now, so
You
and
know
I
what? I'm
just
glad I
ate.
ate before we did
I
this.
know I did too, and I'm really hungry. Talking about some of these things, I might have to figure out a way to do some sort of cue something in the next couple days. Come on, hungry.
hmm So I want to throw one other thing in here right now
What
that
you got?
wasn't on your list, and it's just an honorable mention for mine. I didn't expect it to be on your list, but I just want to see how you feel about coleslaw.
I don't like coleslaw.
No, no, not at all.
No
Okay.
sir. No
It's
sir.
one I enjoy, but it has to be done just right.
Yeah. People like coleslaw. Some people like that sloppy coleslaw, and some people like it.
where there's more liquid than anything else
It's
in
like,
it, and
the soupy.
it's just soup,
uh,
cold,
uh,
uncooked cabbage soup.
soup. Ugh. Yeah, I know. For me, I'm not. I'm weird about those things. So no, sir, no, sir. But
Hey, no judgment from me. Everybody's got their flavors and their tastes that they like.
exactly, exactly. But shit. So hopefully we gave you guys some ideas for your barbecues. Hopefully you guys got some barbecues, cookouts, whatever you guys wanted to call them, your neck of the woods, your area. That was a debate we were having. So we'll let you guys give us a comment or some comments. What is a barbecue and a cookout different, and all those things, and also give us your lists in the comments. So, Rag, bro, thank you again for being here, my man, and especially on short notice. Thank you, brother.
Hey,
Uh,
crazy. Thank you for having me again. You know, I'm always here for you.
appreciate you, dog.
You just
And
let me know when and where.
I appreciate you. And again, guys, give us a like, subscribe, let us know your lists in the comments, and we'll catch you all next time. Peace.